Hey, it's gonna hang out with me. Folding this sheet because I'm done with, I like to keep them nearby, but we are not gonna have frost for the next couple of nights. We're supposed to be getting rain. So, I'm gonna put this sheet away. Old sheets are great, guys. I'll tell you, I have so many old sheets. That's the best thing I use. They say not to use plastic. Something about the plastic causes them to get burnt. So, yeah. Even if you don't have any old sheets, go to the thrift store. Goodwill. Yard sales. Get yourself some old sheets. You know, or use your own. They work great. 1 year that I've lived here, and 1 year we had the worst year. I haven't seen it yet this year. And for the first time in my town, driving into the store, to go to the store, people had sheets all over it was later than this year, or later than this time of year, because I think everybody's, oh, help me out with that, azaleas were in blossom, rhododendrons, that kind of thing was in blossom. And a lot of people down here use that a lot for landscaping, like a lot. Just every other house will have, you know, azaleas, and mostly azaleas more than anything. But they'll have them everywhere. And they were all covered up with sheets. Just as you drove down the road, you're just sitting there looking into people's yards, and all their azaleas were all covered up with sheets. It's the first time I've ever seen anything like that. And I just thought, yep, because I would look the exact same at my house. Exactly the same. We all had to cover up everything. So you keep these things right at hand. Because I'll tell you, add that in the winter months, or fall. I've been known to cover up my vegetable garden in the fall months. That's what happened last year. Our first frost wasn't a frost, it was a freeze. These spontaneous freezes. But keep them folded up and put away. There we go. I'm gonna turn you around. And this is my wannabe greenhouse. We haven't decided exactly how we're gonna put it together. So this is what it looks like right now. I have a shade cloth for when I bring in and that's another thing, when I start hardening off my plants right here, you know, my peppers. And I'm gonna do my tomatoes next. Pretty soon after I'm done cleaning this up. And here this is the reason why I chose this area for a greenhouse, because this is where I found myself always putting plants to keep them protected. I says, well, there's a perfect place for a greenhouse. The plants have already chosen the spot. Before this was even here, this used to be a garden here, and it didn't do well. It was getting too much. Things were leaning, it's bad dirt. That's what ended up with raised beds. And it turned into be the greenhouse. And these are my gardenias. We had a storm, and it killed them. It didn't kill them. They would have died, you know, the branches. And these are all the branches that were bent down and broken. So I went through there and I cut them all off. And I put them in these. I started them in, in water. I started those gardenias. They're gardenias called help me out, August gardenia. And absolutely, again, beautiful winter foliage. I'll show you mine back there when it's in blossom. Last year it blossomed. I cut it back so harsh. I thought, oh dear, I'm not going to get one flower out of it. To my very pleasant surprise, it blossomed so much last year. Even I mean, it just blossomed. Last spring was beautiful, but oh my gosh. So look at all these. I have all these gardenias. What am I gonna do with them? Well, I thought, well, I'll plant some around my yard because a lot of my backyard is dapple shades. This one don't look too happy, does it? That one doesn't look happy. Okay, well, you know, I mean, come on, oh, there's another one right there. Look at that. This one doesn't look too happy. We gotta remember, we had some really hard winter. And these been in here. This, just like this. Just like this is how it's been. We had hard freezes. I'll put these cloth over here after I noticed they started getting, but see, some of them got burnt. Some look great, you know. But yeah, that came out of my I was gonna say out of my bush, but the thing is this bush cost me like I think $7, and it was one of the first bushes that I planted on my property. It's doing absolutely beautiful. Loves dappled, morning sun, afternoon shade. Happy as happy. Already bought stuff, guys. It already started. I know. I said I wasn't gonna do it, but I mean, I know for a fact those are perennials, and they're different than these. It's a different kind than these. See, I never even got these planted last year. It got so hot that I didn't dare plant them. And look at how healthy they are, even through that winter. This is how I kept them all winter, just like this. You know, they're hardy, and they're perennial here, and I love that silver frost green, whatever it is. And there's this. I'm gonna plant that. That's that monkey grass. They call it monkey grass down here. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna replant that somewhere. Let's see, what else do I got over here? I have my mums over here. These are everything that I have that I wintered over in this. We're gonna call it a greenhouse, but you can see them. I left them covered just like that. And I kind of want to keep them there. And see, I think I got 3 of them there. 4. I got 4 of them there. And those are mums. Excuse me. Those are mums. So, you know, I bought those. And those are those ones that you bought for like $1 or something at Walmart. That's what those are. Over here, I got to replant this. This doesn't like it. They call it the licorice plant. It didn't like where it was at. So I had to move it, and it's not happy. I don't know where to plant this yet. And let's see, my chickens almost dug this up, so I had to move it. That is called arborvitae, I think it's called, fern. But it likes it ever since I moved it. And that's coming up. That's been here all winter. Seen them will live through anything, you know. This is I don't know how that's, we're not even going to talk about that. See, we got some, I don't know, it could come back from its roots, so we're not going to talk about it. But yeah, that's what's in my greenhouse. Oh, look, I got some, see, I got some lilies there. But yeah, this is what's in my greenhouse. Oh, look at down here, I got some strawberries. My daughter gave me some seeds. And she brought them to me from she went to a strawberry place. And she said, they said they were organic. I said, grab seeds. She did. I got, I think, 3, maybe 4 seeds out of it. I kind of been keeping them covered too a little bit. But yeah, these are last year's. Things didn't work out. Things sometimes just don't work out. And here they are. But I don't know, you know, I'm thinking I might still, you know, because it got hot. It got hot last year, and I just, like, couldn't plant things. And I tried keeping them watered and stuff. You know, things happen. Sometimes just, what do you do? You know? There's my tour of my greenhouse. Getting everything ready. I'm going to probably go do some other stuff, and I pretty much got this ready. All I gotta do is bring stuff out if the weather permits it. We'll see. But thought I'd just show you what I have in my greenhouse and some of my cuttings. And I'm really going to start getting into more, if you're into that kind of thing, learning how to propagate off cuttings. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I do it with roses. I've showed you my rose that I took from cutting from the post office. Well, corner of. Yeah. My gardenias. I've got another willow from a cutting. Oh, forsythia. I forgot to show you the other. Yeah, I did show you the other forsythia that I have in a pot. That's from a cutting. Yeah, cutting, propagating. If you can only afford like, one plant, and you're like, oh, and if do your homework before you buy plants. I do spontaneous buys. Everybody's guilty of it. I am too. I mean, I showed you my forsythia, that other bush. I mean, everything. There's a lot of spontaneous buys, but I only do it if it's on sale. Or and mostly if I've done the homework and I come back and I have a list. I have a list of stuff. And mostly evergreens. It's my evergreen list. And if I find it on sale and I learn that I can take a cutting off it, you betcha I'm gonna. Because that's my goal, is to have a 4-season garden. 4-season. I want interest in every single season. From spring to the coldest of winter. I want that structure. I want that texture. Just make it where it looks beautiful year round. Because I'll be outdoors year round.